I'm ClairV, and today we're talking about the space between. And not just the space between, we're talking about the silence of the space between. And I split the deck to the stone, and it was in reverse, which the stone here is real masculine, but in reverse, it's really connecting to the feminine within us. And you see the space between the square represents the physical and the circle is the spiritual. So this is the space between the physical and the spiritual, and bam, right behind there's the prayer. So perhaps prayer, silence, the silence prayer needs to fill the space between all four corners. And it's like all four corners, surrounding it. Reminds me of the Kali Yuga, that cow. It's like all truth, all of this with this. Another thing with the stone I found interesting is, and I don't know how it has anything to do with this, but in the Jewish religion, when somebody dies, instead of putting flowers on their gravestone, on their gravesite, they actually put stones. I don't know if this is the stone. This could be a rock, like the solid foundation. So the space between this could be solid, or since it's in reverse, maybe it's the opposite. Hey, Jeannie, are you Jewish? That's cool. That's what's up. How are you? I wanted to read this stone before I go any further. So, the stone is an archetypical object. The stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping us to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. And that's what I was talking about, the silence of the space between words, between ideas, between people, between where we're going from here to there, whatever this is to you. It is, when this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. So I don't know, maybe you do need a crystal, a stone, and I see the crystal with all them different colors, a titanium crystal, like something like this. And then the prayer is underneath this, and I see the hand reaching up, as if, this is this space. It's like reaching up in this space. And remember what I said about the four corners? Something about this. You want to see the prayer? Let's do the prayer before we pull some tarot cards. For the collective, the prayer is 55. 55. So that's, which I'm called a master number. And 5 is about change. So this is like you're this stone in this ever-changing thing. And perhaps this is this centering, like being in the center of these four corners in this prayer as a stone, like a rock. All right, no, wait. The prayer. Where are we at? The prayer right here. The worship, the reverence, the homage. What is prayer? When we are in a state of prayer and when we are not. To whom or what do we pray? Archetypically, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us upward, spins us toward illusion. And that's, I was really going to name this live. Hey, everybody. Hey, Luke. Hey, Chili Guy. Hey, Jeannie. So, I was really going to say this about like when we're, that's what was going to be the name of this, of the illusion. It's like when we're not thinking of it or when we're seeking something, it's just an illusion. It's almost like we have to let go. So perhaps this is this prayer. It's like, have faith that it's going to come. It's like something like this. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is simply surrender. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its important. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. So it's almost as if we have to, this was like this, really get into our feminine and this space between this spirit and the physical, these corners right here, and fill it with prayer. Let's see what the tarot says. What's up, everybody? Jesus wants you to flash your boobies. Yeah, okay. I see this. Adaptability. The 7 of Wands. So perhaps we are. This is how we have to be. Adaptable. Let's see what the tarot says. Guys, yesterday, sorry I didn't come on yesterday. I was like doing so many things. And I had this heavy pot I was cooking and I went to go put it down and it like took my balance off. So when I went to go get my balance, I went like this and put all my whole fucking hand on the burning burner. So I burnt my fingers, these 3 and this one a little bit, but you could see. But I put honey on it and the honey, like the day before I burnt this, see this? And this, I put honey on this. I didn't on this. You see the difference. This is almost healed. This is like a big bump. So honey works for burns. Hey, first name, last name. All right, let's see what the tarot says about this silent space between. The silent space between. Huh. The world at the bottom, and this is this into this this prayer state, like a rock, solid like a rock, perfection. And this is this, like the gears are stopped, or the gears are, maybe they're you know, this talks about now, but not now, because it's in reverse. It's about finding the imperfections. Let's see. All right, so we have the 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and the 5. So we have 2 4s, 2 5s, and then we have 2 here. Oh, 3 5s, and the 10 of Cups. So we have 5 5 5, 4 4, and a 10. So this 10 of Cups and the arrogance, this 5 of Swords is in between 2 other 5s, the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, with these 2 4s with rest in reverse. So it's almost as if we're coming into this. Perhaps this is why the stone in the prayer is here, because we're coming into this almost like this new thing, this new homecoming, or this level up. Perhaps it's not a new thing, but it's something that it's a new thing to this thing, like a marriage. Like say we're already in a commitment or something like this. We're leveling up, we're committing, we're moving to the next level. Perhaps this is why the rest is in reverse. It's almost as if like we did our rest, we did our healing. Now it's time for us to come through this door, you know? Or perhaps it's saying, oh, no, we came through the door. Perhaps it's time to go, to come out. You know, I think that's what it is. We had enough rest. Now, 5 5 5 5 5. All this 5s. I think I said 5 earlier about this change. Have I really been on for 42 minutes already? That don't seem right. I just came on. It's weird. 4 2 5 6. Weird. Okay. Anyway, this 5, this perseverance in reverse, this disappointment. This 10 of Cups, this is like pushing against the threshold, and this has something to do with the ego, this arrogance. I see this ego, perhaps it's material things. It's, you know, the Five of Swords is this, it's a mental thing. It's this battle. It could also be somebody else, but this is like, I see this ego in what you say or how we feel, and it comes out even what we hear. You see these things like right here, it's like maybe it's blocking what we hear. Perhaps we have, I see this like being stone, like standing up to this, like something like this, because this is the 10 of Cups, where it's real sad. You know what I mean? This is a breakup of a family. This is a real sad emotions we're releasing. Like, again, this is something very disappointing. This is changes, because there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance when it comes to this solitude. This is why we have this stone in the prayers coming up. It's almost as if we're trying to find this solid in this path. In this path, it's almost like this path that we never went before, you know? And it's like you're taking off this blanket, or you're leaving behind all of these things. Perhaps you're taking this lesson. It's like a lesson that you're taking with you. All of this change. Hey, Lapio7, what up, Jillian? Hey, KO. Life with Darnell, how are you? Thank you, thank you. I hope for your success too. Hi, Ananaya. First name, last name, Johnny Mage. The difference is one sweet and the other not so sweet. All right, so let's get to personal readings. Who's first? Who's first? I know I missed you too. Sorry. I've been going through it. I told you this next month is going to be hard for me to be on every day. So, big moves, y'all. Hey, Sonali Thakur. Going to be a nice day today. Yes, it is. All right, question. Is A going to hire me, or will he fade out of my life? Okay, first name, last name is first. First name, last name, first, not last. Here we go. First name, last name. All right, we'll take it. The Page of Cups in reverse. Maybe he does offer it, but you don't take it. Or perhaps he takes back his offer with the indulgence and the unknowable. It's as if when we no longer indulge in this, it's like when we finally find the space between, we become known. The unknown becomes known. It's almost as if, like, you know, we eat too much, or perhaps this is like fasting, because when you fast, it's like you take all the toxins out of your body and you rise higher. It's almost as if this gives us a direct communication to the spirit with this crisis. It's almost as if this was on top of this, as if this crisis is what's creating this movement, these communications, these words, these thoughts, whatever these wands are. It's almost as if we're running from it, but it brings us satisfaction, and it's like all the way you see it. And it reminds me of the post my friend just put up. You know, it's all the way you think of it. It's like this little cat looking in the mirror, and when he changes his perception and sees himself as a true lion, it's as if he finds his true power. And this is what this is. Perhaps it's dropping the ego, or these feelings to come into this space between, you know, the silence. I want to pick one of these for you. Oh, you got the Bardo. Look at that. And see the eye? And the eye, it's like the eye is surrounded by all of this, all of these maybe past versions of yourself. Maybe all these past versions of yourself are surrounding your vision. And it's almost as if they need to decay. The L, large, the R, El Bardo. Reminds me. Let's see the message for you for the Bardo. The liminal, the in-between. How funny. And the transition. It is said that the bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of the world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives yet lived. In the bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved. This is beautiful. So this is to let go of all the things that cause us pain. This is what we have to do. And we've been talking a lot about this week, about finding last week, finding, the goodness in the badness, the silver lining. The bardo suspends us in its suspends us in its spacious for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. And then I see the shapeshifter. So it's almost as if this is this in between. You're in between shape-shifting. You're in between shape-shifting from all the things that you were before to this new thing, and you're using all these things to create this new thing, to drop the ego and come into this higher vision of yourself, is what I see. With the Three of Cups, we're celebrating this. Something's coming together. Separations in reverse. This is coming together. Perhaps there was a separation. We're coming back together, and this is what we're celebrating. Whew. All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Yes, KO is next, and then Jillian. If you guys want a reading, write your question, and I'll get to it in the order it was received. 4303434166. All right. Let's see. KO. All right, it's for you, baby, KO. The devil's sticking up in here. He won't come out, but clarity's behind that. We're not going to get to that. Jesus Christ. We're all ringing. Jeez. All right, let's get to the message. Maybe that. Yeah, it's like something's coming in between. Perhaps this is the space between, like the space between, and then there's this clarity, where there wasn't much clarity. With the 7, it's almost as if there's all these things to choose from, or there's this smoke we don't know. Especially when it comes to this solitude, this hermit in reverse, it's almost as if like, we don't know, we can't do it alone or something like this. Perhaps it is like this codependent energy. The devil is this, where we think we need something, but we really don't. And this is this, the devil's here saying, there's an addiction, or there's this some kind of desire to need or to have. We don't really need it, but we feel as though we need to have it. And this is this with the 8 of Cups. You see her finally walking away from these things that no longer serve us emotionally. We're walking away from this devil. But you see, if you look really close, you see from her heart, there's these things attached to these 2 cups. They're tied. The one is not really tied. It's like dipped in. The one can easily be pulled out, but the other 2 almost have to be severed. Maybe we do have to cut our cords from this devil, whether it is a relationship, something. When we do that, we come into some kind of clarity. This Ace of... It's almost as if like I see all these different faces of you. It's almost as if when we walk away from this, we'll see this from all these different... You see all these different shining things, all these different faces. It's like we'll see all these different ways that we didn't see before. It's almost as if this comes apparent. With the 7 of Pentacles, this is the man with the plan, and he's really looking Again, with the Seven of Pentacles, this choices. And another 7. So we have 777 here with another 77777 with the turning point. So perhaps, it's like we have to make a plan to choose this. It's almost like what role we're playing, what hat we're wearing, or perhaps there's like, it's like so many hats and I see the coat of many colors. And it's like, okay, well, there's a turning point now. It's almost as if we are looking at all these hats, right? And we come to this turning point where it's like, and I see all them skulls around the eye, and it's almost like that. It's like, which one doesn't fit or which one fits. It's almost as if like we're coming to a turning point. Now that we see all the choices, we're making a plan. We're turning. We are letting go. We're letting go. We're releasing. Perhaps there is a secret out, or, you know, with this explore, perhaps we are exploring it like eternally or internally, but this requires letting go something material, something of the material plane, something we can hold, something tangible. Perhaps it is time, space, the space between. We're letting it go. With this compassion in reverse, it's almost as if that's what we're lacking. We're lacking the compassion, or perhaps this is like, let it go like this. We're not seeing, it's like we're not seeing the beauty in the beast. And perhaps this is why we have to drop this, something material, so that way we can see this. It's here, but it's almost like all these things are here we can't really see. Perhaps that's why we're coming to the turning point. You know, we have to look at it all. And I hear scrutiny. I see this sign scrutiny, like we have to really look at it closely. A closer look. Let me know. Hit that like button if you resonate with your readings. If you like to exchange energy for energy, hit that thanks, or the Cash App is below. And don't forget to subscribe, y'all. All right, Jillian, you're next. All right, Jillian, what's in store for Jillian in love this week? Love. I see the Empress. Mother energy. All right, Jillian, what's in store? Jillian, love this week. I knew that was going to come out. I've seen it. Six of Cups in reverse. So you're going back to the past, perhaps a past relationship. Maybe if we're not like literally doing it, maybe this is like in memory or in a dream. You know, Venus retrograde is this going back to redo, relook, review, redo, you know, all the re's. And I thought we were retarded. I gotta say it. I don't know what that has to do with it, but it's almost as if, maybe this is childhood or past life. Maybe this is like some kind of past life connection that we've already walked away from. Maybe it didn't serve us emotionally. I see these both like turning points where we're walking away, looking at these other choices. But we have the Joy in reverse with the Seven of Swords in reverse, like the game's over, and now that we figured it out, or perhaps the bird's no longer in the cage, so there's no longer burdens in the cage. This is like releasing that, and with releasing that, it's like, why the long face? Something, maybe this is it, just brings you like a long face, like this. But here's the Strength as the black sheep. Perhaps we're gonna have to do you have to step into this black sheep energy in a sense and do something you never did before, go against the grain to find the strength within this Leo energy. Maybe you caught somebody. You know, this is like he's trying to steal this bird and all these things are here. When it's in reverse, it's like, you're caught. You're caught. But there's still something covered, like with this Sun in reverse, or perhaps it is like, oh, you got caught, now I'm upset, or that there's still more information. But like I said, there's strength in this turning point when there's choices, these options to take. Perhaps this is why we're trying to find the space in between. You know, fill all these four corners with the prayer. You know, when we're, what was that? When we're searching for something, we find illusions. It's not the real thing. So something about that. Good morning, Lapio7. Hey, gorgeous Anaya. Mihalio. Can I please get a general reading? Sure. Mihalio. Lovic. MM. Here we go. Mihalio. Mihalio. Banghalio. Mihalio. Mihalio. Sorry if I butcher your name. General for Mihalio. This keeps coming out with the power in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. So perhaps we are like planning. And there's this Empress. Planning to mother, to care, to love. It's as if we've come a long way. It's almost like reviewing all these things and what do we want to carry. We're carrying too much. It's as if we're following. Maybe it's, this is our last trip though. You know, he already stacked all these bags. This is the last trip. It's like one more go. Then we could drop it. We're finally there. And perhaps this is why the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. It's like, okay, you see he's balancing on the egg. It's like, okay, now that we're coming here, these drop. We're no longer in this like holding it up or balancing it. And I see this as like the space between. With the Queen of Cups, yes, we're releasing. We're releasing, whether this be, it's releasing these material things so we can make room for this intuition, for our psychic, for this love. It's almost as if we're dumping our cup and cleaning it so that way we can put the new thing in it with the respect and the karma in reverse. This is, it's like it takes immense amount of patience with this king, but it will definitely be worth it. It's some kind of, it's like breaking some kind of karmic something with this. You see, he's really protecting this. It's almost as if this is this energy, this real like mothering energy. It's like, well, we're protecting this because of this imbalance. It's like some kind of imbalance that we're protecting this. Other King of Pentacles. Maybe we're dealing with somebody like this, like a boss. But we have both the King of Pentacles here. Like, this is how we have to be. In a sense, like real grounded, hardworking. You know, he really doesn't do the work. He has these other people doing the work for him. Perhaps this has something to do with this respect. Or it's like, you know, you look up to this person, or perhaps this is you and somebody looks up to you. This is the justice. Perhaps this is some kind of like a police officer or some kind of authority that we look up to with the justice. Perhaps it's like a contract to sign. And maybe it is a business offer or a relationship. Like I said, we're dropping this to leave this in, like psychic information or like these downloads, this wisdom to come through, this past with the Six, this passion. It's almost as if there's some kind of light coming through this passion. Perhaps it's communication about this passion. The Six of Cups, this is very giving. It's very balanced. You know, we come from this karmic breaking, this very imbalanced, to communicating, being balanced and steady into this King of Pentacles energy with the Queen of Wands and the Voyager in reverse. We really need to go within. You know, she's chasing. Perhaps this is what you have to do. Chase what? Chase. Maybe this is what we're doing, chasing some kind of lost love. And this is like, hey, we're coming back from this voyage and going within. And this is how we find this psychic. This is how we get grounded and be in this. Perhaps we gain some kind of respect or make a business out of it. This is really mothering it. Being this Empress. Oh, thank you. Hey, Marika. Turnbull. Yes, leaving it all behind. Love it. Hey, Jean. Jean, reading is for health. Date for operation or the month for this year. Thanks. All right, Jean. Reading for health. Date for operation or the month for this year. Jean. All right, so this one was on the floor. This crisis in reverse. This is in the deep subconscious. The Eight of Wands. And then we have the World, the Five of Cups, and the Fool 2.0. So it's almost as if, like, we're going at it again. With the crisis, this is a warning that the tower is coming, or perhaps the tower has already fell. It already came. It's almost like this shocking event that maybe this is a loss of love, or like someone took your love. But it creates a movement. It's like this movement. This world, perhaps it is the world. It's almost as if like we're being chased by the world or some kind of worldly thing. But with the Eight of Wands, this is this movement into this last. It's almost like we're moving into the last of this. The world is the last of the major arcana. We're really soaking this in. It's like the space between. This is like really fast. Maybe we're tying this up, coming into this, like moving fast, and then coming to this stillness with the Five of Cups. It's almost as if this is some kind of, you know, pain or loss. You know, we're really, you know, she's trying to catch what's already gone, not realizing that she already has 3 cups here. So this is really what the collective was talking about embracing this gratitude and really releasing this. Is really letting these go out of the net. We're no longer doing this, and we're coming again. We're coming again and trying again. Full 2.0. It's as if the first jump, maybe we got scared, or I don't know. It's like the first jump was this. I see this line. See, I never really noticed that before. It's like this, it almost reminds me of like this red feather, almost like, you know, I really see this as our intuition. It's like, okay, well, when we're about to jump, that we're jumping from all the things that we know, from all this chaos, from all this sadness, you know, we're coming from this ending to the new beginning. The Fool is the first, the 0. And this Fool 2.0, this is an upgrade in this new thing. It's almost as if this is a greater faith. Where the bigger the stone, the bigger the prayer. And this is this really coming into this, jumping into this new thing, having faith. Really do not go without your intuition and use discernment. That's the second time it came up. Oh, you said a month for your health. Eight of Wands. It's like Sagittarius energy. Five of Cups is Scorpio energy. So between Scorpio and Sagittarius, or Sag and Scorp. Aw, Anaya says, I missed you a lot, honestly. I miss you too. Jeannie says, what do you see? What do you really see? All right, Jeannie. For Jeannie. Well, the Page of Swords, the Star, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Voyager also in reverse. So with the Page of Swords here, it's almost as if we are getting organized. We are writing. It's almost as if we're like, I see us like preparing a speech or getting these files together or these notes. And then it reminded me of the remote viewing, the private files. I think it was Gemini reading. I don't know why that's coming up. And these red shoes. It's like we're walking in passion over what we think. It's almost as if like we're going with this. Maybe this is like root, like grounded, telling us to be grounded in this, because the Page of Swords, this is a new plan to act. With the Three of Wands and the Seven of Wands, both in reverse, it's almost as if like we can't see the vision, maybe because it's like all of this against you. Or maybe this is telling us to surrender to the vision that you once had. It's like it's not how you want it. It's how God wants it. And this is why we have to surrender. We're letting go. It's like let go what's in our heart. Let go of the material. It's almost as if we have to come into this, yes, with the scrutiny and the Hierophant, both in reverse. It's like we can't see. It's like we can't see because there's a break in this, or perhaps we can't see because it's like this is something that we okay, so you already have the keys to it to see this, but you can't see it because it's something that if you never seen this before, you're going to have to do something you never did before to do this. And this is telling you this. In order to see this, we have to do something you never did before. Perhaps connect to the spirit or disconnect to something. It's like we have to, this is like a routine. Maybe this is like a place or a commitment, and this is saying we're breaking this commitment to see. We're surrendering to the vision. We're giving it up and giving it to God. And this is this seed of faith in this star. This is like this hope, this wishing in the star, and this is like where the truth comes out. Perhaps we do have to like go within. Yes, the dream weaver in reverse. Leave me a dream. This is like finding the beauty in the beast, but we are celebrating. We're celebrating these endings and releasing this. Coming into our own self-confidence. Perhaps this is it, is dropping this ego and finding the will, the Ghana inside. All right. Thank you, Jeannie. Need me, I think. Can you please, Marika Turnbull? Yeah, here we go. Marika. There's your card. All right, Marika. Marika. Christ is at the bottom in reverse. Perhaps that's why the Fool is here. Crisis came out with the Lover. So perhaps this has to do with the choice that we have to make or coming together. Maybe this is about love with the Fool 2.0 in reverse. It's almost as if we're scared or we don't want to. It's like the tower comes crashing or it's about to, and we get scared and we freeze. We don't jump. Perhaps we do something foolish. We're stepping into the unknown. And this is the unknowable. The space between and the Bindu. This is the 6th, the 8th. This is this trucker, and I really see this as something that we have to speak about that's in our heart. Perhaps it does have to do with this Lovers and the transition in reverse. This is this never-ending cycle. This is the Death in reverse. Again, like the Fool, it's almost like we're holding on to something. We don't want to jump into something new. Perhaps we're afraid. Maybe we're afraid to make this choice because of the unknowable. And this is telling you, just go for it. Just go for it. Yes, surrender. It's like the mental things in our head that's getting us to be like, oh, I lost. Or perhaps the past loss, like, oh, I lost before. Doesn't mean you're going to lose again. You know what I mean? We learn from that. You have to take your lesson that we learned from this and bring it in here so we can make this a win. You know? All right. Something about the ego. It's really releasing this ego and these mental. It's this It's all the way you think of it, mind over matter. And that reminds me of, you know, the observer's theory. It's all the way you look at it. You know, the cat, he was both dead and alive until the observer viewed it. If the observer viewed it dead, he was dead. If he was alive, he was alive. Freaking honey. I got honey everywhere. I'm so sticky. The outcast god. What's up? I like it. Yes, real mixed feelings about him. Thank you. You're welcome. Luke Raymond ever appears, thinks we got things to sort out. He wants me back with him after he done wrong by me. Oh, well, hopefully I answered your question, Marika. Sorry. We did that 2 years ago, Outcast God. Get with the program. Well, if the guy creeps you out, you have to use your intuition. First name, last name. But I wouldn't like it when I move out here so I don't see him and feel all the time. Yes. That resonates. Always clear. Oh, thank you. Hey, Red Rocket. I was very hot in my day. I feel like there's a message or letter coming to me. It's an intuition. I want to know if it's work related or love related. Can I know what to expect? Is it good or bad? All right, Johnny Mage, here we go. I want to burn some of this real quick to clear this energy. Ding. Let's clear the energy. We're running low on sage. All right. All right, Johnny Mage, let's go. See what's in store. I don't know why I wanted to say Johnny be bad. I don't know why. All right, Johnny Mage, let's go. A message or a letter coming regarding what? Okay. Both love and work, perhaps? With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and scrutiny at the bottom. We're definitely going to have to take a real close look at this. Or maybe this is saying that when you're watching and waiting for it, it's not coming. Yes. Look. When you're watching and waiting, there's a separation. So something about looking at this, but we do have, you asked, is it work related or love related? So we have the Lovers with the Ace of Pentacles, which I see this as both. You know, the Lovers, this could be a choice that this is offering you, or it could be this love, this relationship. The Lovers was on these three. On top of this, these are in the deep subconscious. We'll open up them later. Let's talk about this first. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is this new thing. It's almost like, okay, we're on this road and then this new thing just comes. It's, this is a new job, perhaps it is a new relationship, a new love, but it just comes like shows up on your path and brings you some kind of liberation. It brings us, and I seen this red. This is the red line from the chaos, from the tower. It's like, okay, this tumbled, and because this tumbled, it created a space, and this is this space between where there's this liberation and this new thing comes. It's almost like, okay, with this new thing comes liberation. Not only that, but it brings some kind of teamwork or like a working together. Perhaps this is a new job, you know, where we're working with these other people, or it's as if we're combining all of our things together to create this new thing. You know what I mean? This collaboration. It's creating a wake up, a different perspective, a new way to look at it. It's as if we're waking up to, whew, holy shit, with this energy. So real, All right, so before we talk about this, we're going to talk about what's in the deep subconscious because we're holding on to something. And this got to be handled before this comes. Another thing in your path, another new thing for the way. And this reminds me of, what was that, Sagittarius reading? The way? Maybe there's a message in there for you. But in the center here, we have the king in reverse, almost as if like we felt as though we lost or we've been defeated. Perhaps we're in our head, or we're being tolerant to. It's almost as if like we're now being tolerant where we weren't being tolerant before. We couldn't even handle the flaws of them. Maybe this has something to do with this change. The change is in reverse, so we're holding on. We're holding on to not let go. Perhaps it's we're holding on to this loss or these thoughts. Maybe it's that we're dropping the logic and coming into this Knight of Pentacles, which again, this is this new job, a new thing. It's like, okay, this thing comes on our path. And now we take it. Now we take it. This is slow and steady wins the race, which brings us to the Sun and the Ace of Wands, which this is this new way, a new thing, a vision. I heard a new vision, and this vision brings happiness, brings the sun, brings some kind of truth. It brings warmth. I feel as though, when you come out of like a dark, cold place and you go in the sun, it's like that, where like you feel this, you feel the change, you feel this. And perhaps this is what it's like. There's these three things all combined, and we're really trying to find, we have to look real close to find which one is ours, perhaps. And this is this, wishing on a star. Cool. I love the energy. A lot of newness with these aces and these endings. Beautiful, beautiful. I think it's a good. With the sun, that's the most positive deck. My number 777. That's cool. You're welcome, KO. I love you. I love Claire's reading. She says exactly how it happens and how it happened and what's going to happen. Oh, I love you. It's all thanks to God. He made me his messenger. Hey, Steven, I'm good. How are you? Juanita, me I don't. That's good. Were you talking to you? To me? Yeah. I say if the shoe fits. Repent of your sins. Jesus wants personal relationship with you. No, Jesus says, go to God. Hey, Karina. Another KO. Hey, Karina. Hello, Miss Lady. How are you? Mohib? Hi. Hey, Geeta. All right, when will all my problems be over? It reminds me of the healing. It's like we're never healed. And it's like, okay, well, why are you looking at it as a problem? Like, first off, you have to, like I said, it's all the way we look at it. Don't look at it as a problem. Look at it as a challenge. Okay, this is a challenge. How many challenges have I been successful in? Okay, like all of them, because I got here so far. So it's not a problem. It's a challenge that you can overcome and you will overcome. And this is how you have to look at it. We have to forgive ourselves. Let's see for Gita about dealing with these problems. Guidance on these problems. Nothing wanted to come out. So maybe that's this. It's like you're reluctant. You're reluctant to speak. You're reluctant to do. It's almost as if like you're apprehensive. Or, yup, you're hanging here. All right, so we got the Three of Cups in reverse. Now, in a love reading, that's what I say. It's that that comes in, trying to get in between. Now, this could be telling us, I see something red on the tongue. It's like something red on your tongue that you got to spit out. I don't know why. But with the Five of Wands in the center of both of these two majors here, we have the Hangman in reverse and the Magician, this alchemy. And this is what we're doing. It's as if we were hanging here for a long time. Now we finally see this from a different perspective because we surrender. It's like we've been fighting, 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 but no, we surrender. When we surrender to this, we see this from a different perspective. It's like now we're back on our feet and we don't even see the problems. Before it's like, oh, problem, problem, problem. And now it's like, it's a challenge. It's a challenge that I can and will overcome when I surrender to God, to this alchemy, to this. It's like the God within you, that you are this alchemist. You can change anything. This magician makes anything happen whenever. It's like anything's possible with this magician. We put all of these, the fire, the water, the air, and the pentacles, we put these all together. The earth, we put these all together, and it creates this, a new idea, a new thought. It says if we conquer this, and I don't know, this big bird. This big bird. I love you guys so much. 2112-43373334. Can you feel the energy inside of me? Do you see? Do you feel? And tell me true. Thank you. I ask, please tell me all. Okay, Stephen Arrington, here we go. I kind of want to take these as your cards. But then I just like double guess, like I second guessed myself. Maybe this is what you're doing. But don't. I'm going with my intuition. You're going through a separation. You're going through a separation with this Knight of Wands. Or perhaps we already dealt with the separation. It's as if there's this, you know, these were together. Now it's severed. Perhaps it was this Knight of Wands that came. You know, the Knight of Wands, he's like this player. He's here. He goes and he goes. And it's like, perhaps he took the key or slammed the door. It's like he took the key and slammed the door. And now it's like the locks are changed. You can't get back into this door. Even though you're like so determined, it's almost as if like maybe they're determined to keep you out. But there's determination here. Perhaps this is like a new plan. You know, this is this knight, the Knight of Swords, where he's taken action. He's finally going. And perhaps that's why the Knight of Wands is here. It's like, hey, well, we have to be like this. We have to embody this energy, be brave, take this initiative, start something new, have this determination. You know, we can't stop. And you have to look at this as a marathon, not a race. So it's almost as if, with the Dreamweaver, like I said, it's almost as if these doors are locked. The doors to the future are locked because of this Two of Wands in between these two knights. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there's two knights involved, or these two like this determination and the will, or the will to be determinated, or maybe terminated. With this, it's almost as if like it's all them against you. I heard turn the radio off. There's like too much extra noise. It's like all this extra noise you can't hear. Something about this soft roses, maybe the smell of the roses with the candlelight. I don't know. This is real like romantic in a sense with all these roses and candlelight and the radio. Turn off the radio, silent. I don't know, but perhaps this is what we're waking up to. The Hierophant is this breaking of contracts. It's going the other way. It's going the way nobody goes. It's going your own way. And perhaps this is what this is, like surrender. Instead of saying stop and trying to block these people, it's like, hey, let's go. Let's go. We're connecting with the spirit. We're turning off this music and we're going our own way. We're finally waking up. We're finally waking up, seeing the positive in this negative. It's almost as if there's this severage. It's this slice. But the slice, it's like from slicing that one thing, it brings two really good things in here. And it's like, okay, well, now we see this from a different perspective. And this is what we have to do. This hangman is waiting. So perhaps this is like patience. Like we have to wait here. We have to hang here. We have to hang tight. Perhaps until we find this key or a new door. With the Three of Pentacles, you might need outside help. You might have to pay for somebody for help. Collaborate. work as a team, come together right now. Over. I love you. I love you, baby. We make babies. Mimi. Hey, Blue Star. Discontentment and boredom, overlooking the small things and expecting bigger and better to just come. Be humble. Be grateful. I love it. Yes. Hey, Gita. Hey, Sean Dottie Hottie. How are you? Hey, Chase. How are you, Ma? All right, that what I understood too. She's afraid of commitment. Transmuting the ego for spiritual purposes. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. She needs to trust her intuition instead of being afraid because fear is preventing her to move forward. Yes, but don't let her fear prevent you from moving forward. Feel me? You serving spirits that are beneath you. Nothing good comes from this. Ye are gods. No God to be like him. I serve God and only God, and only good comes from God. I need to ask you another question because I rewrote my question further down to get an answer. BC, what's up? How are you? All right, Jeannie. Oh, thank you, Jeannie, for the super chat. All right, Jeannie. Answer to Jeannie's question. I think you got the same thing. With the Page of Wands in reverse, we're going in. We're no action. This is no action. Yes. All of this Tower. The Death. Heartbreak. Wisdom in reverse. This is some real heavy energy. And it's almost as if this Tower brings some kind of major change. Also brings pain. With the heartbreak, this is what points to the pain, and this is this Tower. But you don't understand that this Tower is coming to break free, to make clear, so that way we can rebuild this. So with this heartbreak, it's almost as if like sifting, and I see maybe Reiki or something like this. It's almost as if you see all the shocking. It's all of this shot, like this Uranus energy. It's almost as if like it's bringing not only a shock, but a pain, but a shock like a jolt back into reality, like where it brings a new change, a new us, a new flag, something like this, where we're lacking the wisdom. Perhaps this is it. Like, don't say a word. With the whales, I always hear that Dory. Don't say a word. Perhaps we're lacking the wisdom. Telling us to use our inner eye to release, to let go of this ego, so that way we can be spiritually connected. This is also, the world is the last of the major, so perhaps this is us holding on. It's like maybe this holding on is what's creating the heartbreak, because God's coming in and creating this Tower so we can change, but you're holding on to what God wants us to let go of. So this is telling us that we need this Tower to create this change. We need to feel the heartbreak so we can release this and come to something new. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, we're going within. We're going within, and it's almost as if like this new thing is going to be delayed because of us holding on. So let's not delay that process and go with the flow. Resistance. Grand Rising, beautiful babes. BC, what's up? May I ask for a message from Father Time? Saturn. Something new that came to me this AM with my writings. Okay. Father Time. Talking about Saturn energy here with the law and restrictions and, you know, time. Even though time isn't really real. BC writings this AM. Alright. So we definitely have an imbalance. Ouch. Ugh. We definitely have an imbalance. Definitely. Look, 2 and the Temperance. Perhaps when all right, hold on. Let me get in this. Let me get in it. I see a divine union, but it's not a divine union. It's like a divine disconnection. It's like the divine comes in and creates this separation. All right, I'm turning these 2 over. These are 2 in the deep subconscious. All right. So with the Temperance and the self-confidence, the separation, the harmony, all of this, the Queen of Swords, maybe this is it between the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. You know, the Queen of Swords in reverse, she is now coming out of being single for a long time, being in a relationship perhaps, or she's being illogical. She's not thinking clearly. It's maybe she's cutting off some kind of disharmony, and she's perhaps lying to herself about this. I see this really being really protective or showing off something with this peacock feather, or perhaps we're going within, we're not showing it off. It's as if we're hiding it with the self-confidence in reverse. It's like the key is up. The key is up instead of diving upward. I mean, instead of diving down, it's as if we're jumping up. There's this key that we're missing that, and perhaps it has something to do with the ego or this ace of fire, this will, the Ghana, to do this. And it's like, okay, well, from this lack of self-confidence, we dive for this key or jump up for this key. And it brings us to this King of Pentacles where it's like this protectant energy in a sense, where it's almost as if I see you as this little bird and this is God, and this is like, oh, he has you in his hands. And then I see him like push you out the nest and like, fly, little bird, you can fly. And perhaps this is what this chaos is. It's like all in the mental, like, I don't know. It's real confusing because it's like you're sweeping it. Instead of sweeping it away, it's almost like you're sweeping it towards you. And it's bringing this disconnection, this disharmony. It's almost like the vibration I see. It's like not harmonious. Perhaps that's why there's this separation with this union. And then we come to the Queen of Pentacles, which this is the support. And I see this as a real superior support. From all of the bees, not just one. I see the whole swarm of bees coming to help you, and perhaps that will raise your vibration. You know, that's why honey is so pure and so powerful, because of the bees' wings and their vibration of the zzz that creates this vibration, this frequency that elevates our frequency. So if we're at this disharmonious frequency, to elevate it, be around the bees. That could be your support. I need to answer the messages I wrote after I wrote because I was incomplete. Oh, I hope I answered your question, Jeannie. Hey, honey, how are you? Thanks for the love. Whoever this reading for, your energy is amazing. Oh, 2112, right? I love that. Johnny Mage. Yes, it was Johnny Mage. I want to know, do I win my case against Dr. Sheldon? And when and how do I win to get medical compensation and justice? I answered that already. Jeannie, there's a turning point. You've come to this, and now we have to turn around. Blue Star, going radio silent on twin flames, but no longer want to be in connection and opting for a soulmate instead. Job done. Awesome, Blue Star. Manifestation, that's a real thing. Is that how you did it? Where is it? Hey, Travis Clark. Cheyes, I'm much better for seeing you, my love. Oh, I am well. Thank you. You're welcome, Gita. All right. Travis Clark says help. Let's go. Travis, here we go. Hey, Dreety Maddie. All right. Travis Clark, here we go. The crone. Travis Clark. So, Travis, the last things I said about this pulling this negative towards you and this imbalance and this disharmony, that goes for you too. It's all the same energy from BC. You're connected. With this Fool in reverse, perhaps. It's like you failed to jump last time. Maybe it's because of this separation. I could have sworn I seen this love upright, and now it's in reverse. It's almost as if the flame is dying, or the flame is out. The fire is out. With the Nine of Cups, it's almost like a wish come true in a sense, but you don't see it. It's almost maybe you wished for this subconsciously. The Nine of Cups, this is usually drunk off love, and it's like a wish come true, but then it's like, you know, it's a very happy. Perhaps this is like, okay, maybe this is telling you that because this flame died, it's bringing all this happiness. But it's like we don't feel it because we're in this disharmony with this Fool, like almost like not embracing the newness. Ha! Look, see the Fool in this darkness when we don't embrace this newness? How we're like holding on. Look, when we finally come above this, look how colorful and bright these new beginnings are. Yeah, this is a wish come true and perhaps blessings in disguise, and you don't even realize. With the crone, let's see the message. Because I think this has something to do with the last few I just read too, because these energies are connected. Number 13, which is also the death. Number 13 is also the death in the regular tarot, which is, this is this metamorphosis where we're leaving one thing and entering these new beginnings. Now with the crone, this is the witch, the old woman, the sage, and perhaps we do have to take on this energy, or we're dealing with somebody like this. The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her, and this is how we have to be. She is the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden, mother, crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. And that was this beginning. We're rising above this. It's neither good nor bad. It's way beyond that. And she laughs at the notions of good or bad, right or wrong. And this is this. As she's seen in the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life, the crone energy accepts everything in devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope I was able to help, Travis. Just to let you know, you are a warrior. And I see this is like the 10 of Cups in reverse, like pushing on the threshold, like we're almost there. It's as if we're pushing through and it's this thin layer and then boom. It's like we have to be stubborn to get through this. Once we get through it, I see this as you flying above all that darkness. And in the beginnings where we let our wings fly, it's almost this phoenix energy where we're coming up. And this is you, the warrior. Nothing phases you. Have faith. And it's all about seeing this from a different perspective. Like I said, it's not a problem. It's a challenge that we can overcome. Bang. Bitches. All right. Is Ethan with somebody else right now? And Adriti Mari. Adriti Mari. Is Ethan with somebody else right now? Let's see. Let me shuffle one more time. So many cards. Okay, we'll take these. Ajiti Mari is. See the Sun in reverse, the Three of Swords. So this is this heartbreak. With the Five of Cups, this is, again, this heartbreak. We're really feeling it with these two in the deep subconscious. We have be here and now in the beginning. And this is this energy that we need to embody. It's like you're trying to catch something that's already dead and gone. With the Three of Swords, this is only going to bring more heartbreak. We have to be here and the now. And it's like if we... You know, if we keep holding this stick, we're not going to fit in the next door. I see him like going like this, trying to get in with this stick, blocking it. And it's like we're not going to be able to pick this up. It's like we have to, it's like we have to go above this, in a sense, like raise above this. We're not getting through this door with whatever is in our mouth, so we have to raise above this in order to get past it. And this is this Two of Pentacles, like be here in the now. It's almost like, oh, this and that, this or that, this or that. No, this is finding the space between, the silence in between, being here and now. And this is where we drop the ego, and this is where all of these messages come in, where we get this truth. It's almost as if all the truth comes out once we go within, because the truth is inside us. It's like you already know. It's like you're trying to be hard inside, but you're mushy on the outside. It's the opposite. Perhaps we do have to hold hands and come to cooperation with friends, like-minded people. This could be a job or a church group, but this group that hold hands is bringing you some kind of pause to stop. Like, pause. Let's put this in your road, and let's hold on to it. Let's hold on to this newness. This is a new house, new car, new job, or perhaps a new spiritual connection, you know, because we're in this like almost like blame game, or in this like this prison sense. It's almost like a mental prison, and this is really coming out of it, going home from this. And this is when we forgive ourselves, and we forgive somebody else. And this is what we're working hard on, cutting our cords, cutting all these things that we are working on. 8 months, 8 years, however long, it's like a long time. And now I see the snake coming around this warrior, like this, I didn't see this before when I was showing it before. It's almost as if like this snake has to shed its skin in order for the warrior to be released in its full embodiment of this warrior. So something does need to be shed or left behind. It's as if something has to come off. Beep. Heard? And perhaps that's why we have to go in and use our intuition. No, don't you understand? Wait, I love the circular cards. The illustration are pretty. Okay. Aditi Maddie, the tear. So perhaps you do have to cry it out. You do have to cry it out. It's as if 52, the tear. All right, the tear comes after. Comes before the riddle and after the flame. I don't know why that's important, but it is. So the tears this morning, the release, the rain. All right, there's a message in here for us. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. And this is what we're doing. We're really going through the ego to find the unseen. So that way we can really become into this like psychic, this high priestess energy where we can really listen to ourselves. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that once acknowledged will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. So acknowledge the sadness, the tears, cry them. If both the tear and the river appear in a reading, this indicates an excess of water element in your life, as in the Auric tradition. Balance it with the fire and earth. The tear is powerful, and it is possible to be subsumed in its waters. Find a supportive place to open the floodgates. And go deeper. Rain by Vachel Lindsay. Vachel Lindsay. I don't know if it's a poem or a song, but that will help you. It's called Rain by Vachel Lindsay. All right. I hope that helped you. Your cards are so cool. Thank you. BC says, thank you, Claire. I'm on a delay on watching the answer to my question, how to scroll in my house. Weird events one after another. Oh my God. Superior support. Yes. I just need to know, do I win my case now against the doctor? How soon do I win? And so I win next month, so I win before the month is up. Usually when you do something like that, it takes years, like 4 years. It's nothing that just comes. This is like a waiting game. But you do have the offering, so perhaps you are offered something. Yes, it's like you have a lack of focus. It's like you're focused on the wrong thing. Maybe you're focused on what you're getting or what you're doing instead of the real reason why you're doing this. And it's like the real reason why you're doing it. Go back to that and that'll be the reason. Blue Star, I'm coming out of the mother stage and into the current exciting changes. Thanks for the confirmation. You're welcome. Arif Raza, how are you, sweetheart? You're welcome, Travis Clark. Love you. We're here every day. Hey, Callie Barney. Twice today on live, I've come across people that can't comprehend silence in between, and that's what I came into. Oh, wow. As long as you understand, I don't think anything else matters, Callie. My dear Claire, may I kindly ask for a general reading and some guidance, please? I've been dreaming. All right, let's go for Chase. Ooh, we have the medallion and the vow. So I noticed this one hand coming up, and when the one hand comes up and gets this medallion, it reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles, this new thing, this new job, this new home, whatever it is. It's like when we come up and grab this, it creates two hands coming together with this dove. Perhaps it is some kind of commitment, a contract that we sign, a relationship. Oh, I thought it was Oh, it is two hands. It's like, okay, when we come and grab that, then our two hands go together and then two other hands go on top. So it's not one and one, it's two and two. So something about this medallion bringing our hands together and creating this vow, this new commitment. Let's see what the tarot says about this. For Chase. Chase. All right, turning point in reverse. So we're finally able to come out of the woods. Perhaps that's this. It's like, oh, we're coming out of the woods. We finally see the light. We get to grab it. And this is this new commitment. This is this vow. We've been working very hard with the Ace of Pentacles. We've been working very hard and long, perhaps 8 years on this, 8 months, something. And it's as if it's finally coming into balance. All the work that we put in is actually working. It's almost as if we're mastering. And like this, like I said, it's like we're signing some kind of contract, or maybe this has to do with work or law, something, it's like a lawyer job or something. So with justice, cooperation, again, with these hands hold, at least everybody's holding hands. It's like we go from this medallion to the vow, where it's like we're all alone and we finally get this. It's almost like this Ace of Pentacles coming from God, and then all these hands join. Perhaps this. So we had these two in the deep subconscious, 7-7, with the power, 14. This is the devil. No, it's not. But I feel this is like devil energy with this right away. Greenstone might be helpful. Emerald, labradorite even. But I see like sapphire. So this is this power. This is the Knight, 13, 12, 13, 14, the Knight of Swords, where this is this almost like, I feel like this justice, almost like us coming in and really putting our thought down, or putting our, it's like we're putting our power into this. And because we put our power into this, it brings us, again, look, see the devil. I did see the devil. Hold on. Power is also the Four of Pentacles, which you do have the Four of Pentacles here, which is this holding on, this consuming, this, it's almost as if we're resisting the resistance, or perhaps this is what we need to do, let go with the labor of love. This 8, this is again the 8 of Pentacles. This is this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like all we worked for finally coming into balance. We're bringing this together. We're working together again with this labor of love. It's almost as if we're leaving something behind. We're no longer engaged in what we were working on, even if we did all this. And it's like it's almost like taking a break or a vacation from this, or perhaps leaving it entirely for good because of this. It's almost as if it brings some kind of, it's like freedom when we release this. We release this and we release the devil. And this in turn brings us to the 4, where we're consuming all of this of the world. It's almost as if we're like consuming. It's like we're consuming this whole the whole world as this, like it's almost like this medallion. We're planning it and we're speaking it. Perhaps we're speaking it or really eating it. And then you have these two, the 7 of choices and the 7 of timing, the 7 of pentacles and the 7 of cups. So this is this confusion where it's like perhaps you have too many choices. You don't know what to choose from. There's so many options, or perhaps it's like all this smoke and we can't see. Perhaps there's so many hats you don't know what to choose from, but it's like, okay, now it's not the right timing. It's as if it's like all in a divine timing. You know, because here it's like, oh, the man with the plan. But here it's like, oh, it's sporadic. You know, these flowers grow in the middle of the hand in the middle of the winter. Something like this. It's like just falls into this. Perhaps this is what we're choosing. It's like, oh, we need to choose the right time to do this, or we're choosing God's time. And I see us grabbing the Viking helmet. So the medallion, let's see what this gold coin is that we're reaching for. This is the amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. The passing of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. And this is exactly what this is doing. That's double confirmation. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the object you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held onto for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. And this is upholding tradition, protecting, and honoring. It says, do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? And imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet, what would it be? Draw it. And I see the diamond in the center. Like this diamond is the same diamond in the center of this medallion. Woo! Maybe this is this, catching your dream and coming up with this, like, oh, that because of this dream now because I dreamt this, I'm like combined to it, or like vowed to it, you know, binded to this. So perhaps that's what you have to let go. Is it's just a dream? Maybe write down your dreams. Let me know. Like I always say, use your intuition when deciphering the message. Hit that like button, y'all. If you have yet to subscribe, make sure you subscribe. And if you'd like to exchange energy for energy, hit that thanks. Or all the information for my Cash App and all that is in the description box below. Just had an eclipse between the way for most everyone, to be honest. The way for most everyone, to be honest. Yes. The person has old wounds, or she got to let go. Yes. Whoever doesn't understand Claire and her readings is people who have had shell ego, had a hard ego. Yes, we do have to release the ego in order to see spiritually. And thank you, Johnny. I love you. What are you reading? Tarot. The reason is because it's needed, and when I win, it will save so many people, so I need to win. I'm a voice for those too scared to stand up and take actions against the doctors. The first one was doctor. So I just thought of something. Why don't you, how you say you're going to be a voice for all these people, why don't you go around and tell everybody, hey, this is what's happening, this is what happened, and maybe other people experience the same thing you did, and you have more people. Instead of you standing against up to 9 doctors, you can have 900 people stand up against 9 doctors, and it will be a lot better. I just thought of that, Jeannie. That might help your case. Hey, Selena D. Unity is the key. Oh, wow, you are in punte. Just engage with new work, a new real estate agent, law involved. Oh, shit. Oh, property. That's why. That makes sense now, the house. Thank you for that. Thank you. Angel guidance for Anjali Sharma. All right. My guidance comes straight from God, as angels are the creation, not the creator. So I'm sure there are some angel messages as they do like to help, but we go straight to the creator. The Anjali Sharma. All right, so we have self-expression in between these two in the deep subconscious. So this is the ego that we were talking about. Johnny was talking about this ego. Johnny be bad. Why do I always want to call you that? Knight of Swords in reverse. So we're letting go of some kind of idea or some kind of new idea. We're letting go of some kind of way we thought, or negative. Maybe this is just thinking negative, or dealing with somebody who's lying, or perhaps you're lying to yourself. With this self-expression, the Two of Wands, we're really coming into this, and let's see why. Perhaps we do need to express ourselves when it comes to this Five of Cups. It's like hugging your inner child or hugging the wounded you. It's like, okay, well, how does your sad self express itself? And this is what we have to do in order to get these feelings out. It needs to be expressed, not suppressed. And I see this as suppressing it. We're trying to net it. We're trying to contain what we already lost, instead of being grateful for the things that we have remaining. And this is the issue with the Emperor here. He's telling you, hey, we need to come into this initiation. You need to sign right here on this new contract and come up with this new a new idea, a new thought. You know, we need to release these and stop being and start being honest with ourselves and whoever we're offering this hand to. And this Walrus energy, I really want to read what he says. I don't know if I have this book. What he's saying to me is, come on, you're capable of doing this. You just have to put your foot down and stand up. You have to be the emperor in this and take control. And this is what you really have to do. Take control and take control of this sadness by expressing yourself almost as this emperor instead of this sad thing. Or perhaps express them both and come into the emperor as like, okay, and now from this negative, we gain this. It's almost as if we're detaching our heart and thinking logical. It's like we're not going with our emotions, or we're going with what best suits everybody around. You know, perhaps we do have to move some people around. It's like, okay, you're bad to me, you go all the way over there. I'll love you from a distance. Okay, you're good to me, you can come closer to me. You make me feel good. Shit like this is what we're dealing with. And this is how we have to be. It's almost like a mismanagement of time or of passion or of what we're doing, these actions. And now the Emperor is coming like, oh no, now you need to manage this, and this is how you manage it, and we need to stay like this. And if this is what we have to do is throw away these 2 cups and, you know, take advantage of the 3 we have remaining, this is what we have to do. Mother Nature is this 3, and this is this. I see everything of a reflection. What's over here is over here. What's over here is over here. And it reminds me of what's inside you is outside of you. What you see in other people is what you see in yourself. And it's all a reflection. If you don't like what you see, you need to change what's inside of you. And this starts with the Ace of Inspiration, which is this a new action. And this is what we're acting on in the crown chakra from our highest expression. Beautiful. Whew. The dreams I've been having are devil-like scary. Selena D says, amazing. Oh, I love you. Angel guidance for me. I already got you, Anjali. Only asked one time. You should notice. Hey, Haneen. This is wonderful to hear about. Oh, I'm glad. A talisman or pentacle to restore faith. Yes, that always works. Perhaps it is. We're reaching up to the spirit. You know, that's this. It's the spirit we're reaching for. You've got this, Chase. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Selena. Holy, I've been decluttering our spare room and throwing all sorts away. Absolute legend, Claire. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, goddess of the way. Crystal skull activations. Oh, yeah, the crystal skulls. And that reminds me, and that holds the memory. These crystal skulls, they have memory. And it's just like water, just like us, just like ourselves. And it goes into deep. Maybe this memory is activating us. It's like we have to go into the deep cells. Or perhaps these cells deep within us are activating our memory and we don't even know it. Like those mice, like the mice that got shocked every time they were trying to do it. They're not the ones that got shocked. Their mothers got shocked, but the trauma passed down to the babies, and the babies still feel the effects of these shocks, even though they weren't even the one that got shocked. It's embedded in their cells, and this is this memory of the cells that brought that up. Thank you, Blue Star. And thank you, Chase. I love you guys. 1919 442151 221. What up, beautiful? Hey, goddess of the sea, I love you. I bought a used bedroom set for a few months ago. Any one of my family members that slept on the bed would be tormented with nightmares. Why? Because it was somebody else's? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Joanne, how are you? Grand Rising, I say, cause ain't no morning good. What up, Moon and Sun? Long time no hear. Yeah, where you been? Hey, Jillian Thompson, I'm so proud you do what you do. I know it's not easy, and it's a service that you risk yourself for, and I don't think people realize it. Oh, I love you, Jillian. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Grand Rising, Jessica Z, how are you? May I get a love reading? His intuition towards me. All right, let's see. A love reading for my bitch. Goddess of the wave. All right, goddess of the sea. Let's see. His intuition towards her. Departure. So I don't know if this is him leaving you or if this is him leaving somewhere else to come to you, whether he's departing another or departing from you. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, it seems as though a lesson was learned. A lesson was learned. We broke our wing. We dealt with the broken wing. Now we learned how to fly with the broken wing. Our lessons learned. It's like, oh, now we have this lesson we could take with us everywhere. It's bringing us security. It's bringing us peace and happiness, grounding. You know, this, she has everything she needs. She does what she does, and she's really taking care of herself. This is like fixing her broken wing. It's focusing on herself and the things around here. Now, all these are in the deep subconscious. This is the Hermit. Now, maybe this is him fixing his broken wing. Maybe this Queen is you. Like I say, use your intuition. I don't know what it is. You know what it is. I'm just a messenger. So this is the Hermit. This is this. Wow. And the other 10. Yeah, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, 2 8s, and the disharmony in reverse. So yeah, perhaps there is a third party involved. It's almost over, though. It's like we're carrying all these burdens. We're carrying all these burdens that have to do with this broken wing. But it's like a gift or a blessing. It's something that we hold dear. Perhaps it brings us to the Hermit where it's like, okay, now we get to shine our own light or see where our own light is. But the thing with the Hermit is this light only shines the first 2 steps. It really doesn't shine past the first few steps. So this is really not really a future focus thing. It's really or a focus on anyone else besides the spirit. The Hermit is really about the Hermit, about his spiritual journey, and about his first few steps and where he needs to go. Perhaps that's why it's like, oh, the first 2 steps by myself? What? That's a big bag to carry. And it's almost as if like we're lacking self-confidence, like we can't do it or something. But with this upright and the Queen, you're more than capable. That's why we're diving up for the key. We're going to the spirit for this key, for this self-confidence. It's almost as if like we're dropping the ego because of this. We're trapped. We're trapped in this mental confinement here. Like I said, it's a mental trap. We can easily walk away. We can easily untie and take this blindfold off and see the truth. But it's a mental trap that we're in because of this. It's like the 8 of Wands where everything comes to a halt. That because it comes to a halt, it brings us into this, perhaps this is what the departure is. Maybe it's you that's leaving, saying, F this, I'm in a disharmony. I'm going to lose. And it's like everybody booing at you. You using your intuition and seeing things for what it really is. And again, with the 10 of Wands, this is an overload. It's like too much on you. Release it. Let it go. The 10s are the end too. It's like, oh, it's coming to an end. And like I said, let it go. With the repression in reverse with this devil, we finally see the truth. We finally see what it really is. Hey, Floyd. I say Grand Rising because ain't no morning good. That's a haunted bed. I love you guys. I've already done that. People have come to me and I'm only taking one doctor at a time as I was advised to do so. People are relying on me to go it alone. My brother just reported Cynthia yesterday morning. Now it's my turn and my case is a lot worse. Yes, it was intense and scary, Goddess of the Sea. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So it really is one. Did you get rid of them? So do I win? It's very important. It's serious. It's not something minor. A lot is rising on this. Yes, so it's very important that you have your mindset on. Like I said, it's the observer's theory. The way you look at it is the way it's going to be. If you see yourself winning, you win. If you see yourself losing, you lose. And it's all the energy you put into it. So, Jeannie, do you see yourself winning? If it's very important, I suggest you say, yes, I see myself winning. I see myself winning. I fought back. Anything for me? All right, Moon and Sun. I've seen the Temperance in reverse, creating an imbalance or a separation. Yes, generational trauma. It's epigenetics. That's it. All right, Moon and Sun. Fought back. Anything for me? No, she fought back. I see that we're afraid to go forward, or perhaps we're going backwards. It's as if we're foolish. Maybe we didn't take our intuition with the scrutiny in here. It's as if we have to take a closer look at ourselves, our ego, or why we're doing what we're doing. Perhaps the new thought, the new path that we're on. It's as if the Knight of Wands, he's going within. You know, he's upright, he's brave, and he just goes with the, he knows what he wants and he goes for it. But in reverse, it's as if, oh my God, it's so beautiful out here. In reverse, as if he's unsure, or he doesn't know what he wants, or perhaps he doesn't know what way to go about it. Maybe he's scared with the Fool in reverse. That's also like a fear. Like, oh, I fear the unknown. And that is what the Knight of Wands does. He fears the unknown in reverse. You know, upright, he's jumping into a burning building to save somebody. In reverse, he's scared. He's like, oh, am I going to die? It's like the ego. And this is why the ego needs to be dropped. It's so fucking beautiful outside. And I'm sitting in my house. We're getting out today. Let's open these windows. Ourselves at this fear that we have. Like, why do we fear? Or perhaps it's saying, look at the fear and address it. I know you're scared. I know you're scared, but it's okay. You know, yeah. Didn't it? Pero, how do tarot cards work? Do they work by the spirits, like tapping on the cards, or are you like communicating with your higher self and tapping into your intuition? Okay. So, both, really. I try to connect to what my intention is to connect to the creation, not the creator, or I mean to the creator, not the creation. So it's really about your higher self, you know, God and you are one, or at least I am one with my God. So yeah, the messages come from my higher self, my God. Thank you so much, C, for the money, for the thanks. Okay. Did you want a reading, Beto? Let me know if so. I don't know who this is for. Maybe it's for you. Who's next? Selena. She's a nice lady. I don't get bad energy from her, so I don't know why this was happening. Maybe it wasn't the lady. It was the man she was with in her bed. Who knows? All right. So this is using our intuition. Perhaps this does have to do with what you asked, this discernment. Oh, my battery is running low. How many more do we have to go? Okay. Not real many. All right, we're going to do this quick. So there's a competition with this Dreamweaver here. It's very important. With this Dreamweaver and this High Priestess, it's very important to connect to the spirit, to connect with our dreams, to connect with the unseen. Let me get my... For I think they were just coming out. So I'm just read what I have here. And then keep on moving. Try to set you up now with this damn charger. Okay. Ay, puta. Cabrona. Sorry. My mouth. Alright. Alright. Now don't touch it. Alright, here we go. Tropical Rainbow Blast. Yes, one of my favorites. Hey, Sky Blue Miracle. All right, let's see. Where did I end up? All right, hold on. First things first, let me finish reading this. So there's a competition between two, whether we're going head to head or it's like our egos are going head to head. This is very important why we have to drop the ego. It's almost like we have to get into the spiritual. It's like neither good nor bad. We have to rise above this. And this really, intuition. I cannot express enough how much we need to feel. We need to feel this within ourselves. What do we need to feel? Well, we need to let go of the disappointment. We're actually being, how do I say this? We are releasing gratitude for those things that disappointed us. And this is what this is. Can you let Moon in for me, please? Huh? She's in. Oh, I keep on hearing something at the door. So yes, maybe. What? Yes, intuition, especially when it comes to these endings. Intuition. All right, who's next? Oh, shit. Don't do that, V. What are you doing? Jeez, All right. The four is not allowing anyone to knock you off your square. Yes. Stay firm. 3-party is his sister. She tries to destroy us. Oh, yes. Introspect. Yes, Selena. All right. What extras are on the sad taco compared to the happy one? Okay. What extras are on the sad taco compared to the happy one? All right. Well, the sad taco, I think, has something to do with these soul ties or these past relationships or your childhood or something from the past. And the happy one has something to do with the choices that we're about to make from the lessons that we learned from the past. And it's almost like, are you going to hold on? Did I just spit? Are we going to hold on, or my baby? Are we going to hold on, or
Mom, this milk.
Are we going back? Oh, there's only a little bit left. There's new stuff underneath there. There's new cereal underneath there. With this love, lovers, lovers. This is maybe this is on the happiness, the love. It's like, okay, we do it with love. This is the happiness. The Six of Cups is this real memory. It's like these memories of the past. Perhaps that's on the sad side, and that's why we have to make these memories happy ones, so that we have two happy tacos. Like, why do we have to have a sad taco? Can't we turn that sad taco happy? All the way you look at it. Maybe you have to turn the taco upside down. Then it'll be happy. It's all the way you look at it. And I see this deception with this white. It's like, oh, somebody's trying to be like this bright light or this white or pure. And it's really, you see their teeth. You see their teeth. It's this it's when we stop fighting with the thoughts of ourselves and let this go and see that they're taking or not giving, or it's not reciprocal. It's not reciprocal with this Emperor. He's a fucking liar, and he's a liar and a controller. Like, he's a control freak trying to control everything, which is how, like, is blocking you from expressing yourself. And this is why we have to expose this wolf. Yes, we're losing. Both of these sixes are in reverse. It's like it's blocking the door. Maybe you're lying to yourself. No, I suffered and cleansed and tried to stay sane. LOL, recently I'm getting peace. So good. Yeah, that shit can last. Tropical rainbow blast, yes. Hey, Raju Numi. Live your life based on the flip of a card? Seriously? No, seriously not. And slept on the couch. I used to fear the unknown very badly. Oh, good thing you don't anymore. Thank you, Xoxo. Aw, Chase sent me $20 and said thank you for being here for us, Claire. Deep appreciation for your time and amazing talent. Thank you, God. Thank God for you. Oh, I thank God for you too. You're God sent. Thank you for the super chat. Chase. Hey, Spookarella. Long time no see. Oh, is this your first time? Spookarella. How come that sounds so familiar? Were you here before or just never had a reading? I remember that name. All right, Spookarella, first time. That's definitely your card. They're definitely your cards too. All right. I see the Nine of Swords in reverse, so no more sleepless nights. And I want to pick one of these for you. Oh, the Lovers in reverse with the Swan. So beautiful. See that? So freaking beautiful. And underneath that was the Mystic in reverse. So this breakup or this separation is really fucking with your, messing with your intuition. My mouth. Why am I cursing? Maybe you need to express yourself. Yes, so the lovers. The medallion. I see the Judge in reverse. All right. Bucarella. This is you. So it's weird because we have the Lovers in reverse with the Swan, remember, right? Like there's some kind of separation. Perhaps there's a separation and then there's this new love. You know, with this love and these lovers, it's as if maybe this is what we're holding on to, because we have this Voyage and the Death in reverse, like we don't want to let go. Maybe we don't want to let go of this. This is why the King of Pentacles is here. Is like, I'm not moving. I'm staying here. The Nine of Pentacles is like, I'm wishing on a star that my wish comes true, or that I can make this choice, this lovers. And there's this cooperation. But in the love reading, this is like the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork, or perhaps somebody else that's, maybe you have to pay for something. Maybe you're paying too much and not getting anything in return, or you're paying and losing at the same time. And this is this love. It's almost as if they're like stringing you along. Like, here's the hook, here's the heart. And they're like, and you're like following it, like trying to bite it, not realizing that when you bite it, you're going to get fucking hooked. My mouth. I got to hang up. With arrogance in reverse, this has a lot to do with releasing this ego. My husband thinks she's so widowed. She's widowed. Hansine says, wow, that was so timely. So you received my gift? Yes, I did, Jayes. Thank you. I love you. Hey, Arzu. I'm doing good, thank you. Hey, Jordan. May I ask, reunion Novin with me? All right, is Novin reunion with Arzo? Is there... Oh, that's your cards. Perhaps that's the separation. That there was a separation, that we're in separation. Again, with the 10, there is this separation with the Queen in reverse. We're chasing. It's almost as if we're chasing something that's unsturdy or unstable, or it's like... too much, or like we're wishing. It's like, be careful what we wish for. Perhaps we're rubbing, it's like you rub this and it's like poof, your wish come true. Perhaps it's that. It's like, oh, it's not what you wish for. Maybe we need to turn our, it's like we're thinking these bad things. So because we're thinking these bad things, we're worrying about it, then the bad things are happening. Self-expression in the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, we're dealing with that. Yeah, we're dealing with that. Oh, so cute. You and your boy. Oh, I know, isn't he? I love him. He's really getting over his sickness. Yeah, never had a reading. Thank you. Oh, how was it? Your first reading? I'm currently having sleepless nights. Oh my God, 143. I've been the same way. I think it's this moon and this eclipse energy. You know, keeping us up, making us dream. It's, and Mercury retrograde too. That's why we have this, all this coming back and going back, you know, Mercury retrograde. You know, who's down here? You're welcome. Did I do yours? Or so? I'm going crazy, y'all. I think it's time for me to hang up. All right, should I do a collective? Somebody said collective. Who said that? Who said that? Oh. Let's do anybody before I go? It made sense. I got a divorce in May, and he's been back in my life trying to work out like nothing changed. Ah. Yeah. Nothing changes if nothing changes. 10 of Swords. This is the end. From Manamar. Hi, an interest in tarot. Hi, Han. May I ask what energy we need to look out for in regards to the next opportunity? Sure. All right, so the next opportunity is coming in. What do we need to look out for? All right. Opportunity. Well, the doors are shut. So perhaps that's that. Finding the key, letting go of, releasing the freaking ego. This arrogance, whatever this is, but it's like almost over. We're almost to the end. With the Queen of Pentacles and the understanding in reverse, it's almost as if we don't, it's like we don't understand the responsibility. It's like we don't understand the responsibility of holding this thing, holding this down, holding this security. Maybe you don't understand the value of it, or the work that it entails, you know. With that, these three came out again. The arrogance in reverse, this Ace of Cups, and the joy. So it's the Ace of Cups is this new love. The aces also have to do with the self. So perhaps we're filling our own cup, getting rid of this arrogance, really coming into this self-love and releasing all of the things that are untrue, all of the things that are sad and depress us, all of this chaos, because we're coming from this temperance where we need to balance this imbalance. With the two, it's as if we come to a locked door. We come to a locked door because we don't want to change. We're holding on to something instead of holding on to what's unknown. It's like we're holding on to what we know, to not hold hands with the new and the unknown again. Both of these are in reverse. So we're coming, this understanding in the unknowable. It's as if we're understanding the unseen. How do I say this? It's very intuitive. It's almost like messages coming from the divine, or from our dreams, or from our higher self. It's whatever this is. And perhaps this is this understanding, and this is what we need to look out for the next opportunity that's coming with the Page of Cups. Perhaps it is a release of these emotions. We're letting go. Yes, download. All right. All right, hand seen. Raju is a hater for real. Oh, we love the haters. We love the haters. Haters gonna keep hating, but we love them. We gonna keep loving y'all. All right, Helene. I see this one. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps this is some kind of security, or somebody's coming in to help with this. With the Nine of Swords and this anxiety, it's a fear, a very deep-seated or deep-rooted fear. Keeping us up at night. Perhaps it has to do with this new love, or this message, this new, you know, the Page of Cups, he's coming into this new, it's like almost like we're getting some kind of news about a new love or something. And perhaps this is what brings us grief. I don't get it, because usually it's bringing some kind of new news. But it's like out of the bowl. It's like out of the bowl, and it's bringing some kind of grief, or like an ending. Perhaps this new love brings an ending to something else, and this is what we're adapting. It's like we're adapting to this new situation, and this is why we have all this anxiety. It's like the unknown, all of this fear. It's like we're fearing the unknown because we're stepping into something new. This is why the Four of Swords is here, telling us to relax, take a second, you know, to go within, to heal this. You have to feel it to heal it, to release these things from our mind, because it's like we have to have faith in the unseen and the unknown to hold on to this, to be grounded. When we're grounded, it's as if we're less likely to be elevated. When we're grounded, we're more likely to be into this this Ace of Fire, where we're, you know, perhaps it's like, oh, slow and steady wins this race. It'll take a while to get here, but it'll be worth the wait. It's telling us to go for it. Take action. take action on not changing this. Wow, thanks. I feel the message on this. Okay, good. I'm glad you get it. All right, anything else before I go? Should I do a collective at the end? And then y'all compare your personal with the both collectives and see. All right, one more for anybody who didn't get to ask, or for anybody who needs more information. Here we go. What do we need to know before we go? About the space between silence. Okay, there's choices. Choices, choices, choices. So many to choose from. So many choices. So, what are we going to do about these choices? Well, there's this inspiration, and this inspiration is crossed with this. Perhaps we do have to let something go, or it's going to be, maybe we are no longer in control. It's like, okay, we're no longer in control. We have to go with the flow because we have this Wheel of Fortune coming in saying that everything's now changed. The wheels flipped. It's a fortunate event. Of course, it's something fortunate, but it changes everything. So why we have the ace and this new intention. It's as if we picked a new intention with this. It's almost as if like, okay, well, we picked this one and we intend on this one. Perhaps this is making a choice. And these are in the two deeps. These two are in the deep subconscious. We have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords, this passion and clarity. So once we do make a choice and intend on hitting the one thing, it brings us into some kind of clarity about the passion, about our relationship, about the love, about what we share with another. It brings some kind of clarity. It brings like a multi-faces to it. We see it from all different angles. And this will help us with this new inspiration and letting go of this king. It'll definitely help us in this and making our intention like sticking. Yes. Fated Destinies by the sound of it. Yes. I'm struggling with the choices, Christina M says. Struggling with the choices. Okay, let's see. If we're struggling with the choices, how to do this intention. What do we do? When we're struggling with the choices. I don't mean to laugh. This is the Two of Wands, and we have the Two of Pentacles. We have both of these like an imbalance, whereas it's, I don't know, I see all these feathers and it reminds me of the one reading where all the feathers were falling. Perhaps we're like leaving the flock. I heard birds of the feather stick together, but you're not like these birds. Perhaps that's this. This is why the door's shut. It's like, okay, drop them both. We're no longer balancing this. We have to come into balance with the Temperance in reverse. This is really surrendering to the spirit. We're waiting for a ride. We're maybe releasing both of these kings, which this is the King of Cups and this is the King of Pentacles, and this is why we're releasing both. It's as if we're tripping and falling. We trip and fell. I heard we can't get up until we release these two kings, which this is the emotion and this is the lack of security. This is a man-child and this is some kind of control freak. And when we release that, this is when we come into some kind of clarity. It's like we have to drop them both. Perhaps we do have to do like a pros and cons, or just like, oh, what don't we need about both of them, and release them both. You know, this could have to do with addictions, drinking, as well as this, like holding on to something material and really releasing this, a detox, a letting go of something that no longer serves us. Perhaps these are brothers or men in your life. Yes, girl, she says. I love you. I hope that helps you make your choice. I love you guys. Love, love, love y'all. And I thank y'all. All right, anybody else? I'm leaving. I'm so hungry. She is legit, y'all. I love you, Christine. Six of Cups. This has something to do with the past love or memories, dreams, childhood. And this is the balance, the imbalance in this. It's like there's some kind of injustice in this past. And this is like, it reminds me of this epigenetics where we're trying to find where the imbalance is. And we do that by going to the past and seeing, maybe we're even going to like past lives, like ancestors, like I said about these mice. Like this is like in our cells, this genetic thing, like probably passed down from a mother or from some kind of ancestor. And this is really going back even to past lives. Not even just our childhood. It's going back even to past lives to balance these scales, to figure out what injustice was served and to bring it right, to make it right. Cooperation, teamwork. Thank you. And yes, holy heck. I love you guys. It's from God. So yeah, the 3 and the 3. So we have this heartbreak and you see her keening. This is this heartbreak and we're really feeling it. And perhaps this is what we need. Cooperation. We need to hold hands with a group, with like-minded people, with our girls. Have a girls' night out. It's as if by holding hands, there's the light inside the circle. And this is what happens when we put our hands together. Selena says, yes. You are blowing my mind right now. Wow, you're amazing. I love you guys. I'm definitely pulling your energy. Hey, Stacy Cruz, blessings to you. Thank you. Right back at you. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe. Oh, you too. All right, yeah, I'm going to go eat some pretzels and hummus, y'all. I hope you eat. I am. I'm going to sleep and we'll repeat tomorrow. Yes. Go eat some breakfast. Yes. Yes, indeed. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully. I told you this month is going to be hard. I'm in a big transitioning process, guys. Aren't we all? Thank you so much. I'm a new subscriber. Oh, thank you for subscribing, y'all. Did I even pull your card, Selena? Really nice done. Great reading. Thank you all. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Yeah, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish and it's like you're stopping yourself. You're stopping yourself by this fear, by being foolish, by not taking the leap, by not using our intuition. It's like you're afraid of leaving the comfort behind when we're not going to find anything new unless we try something new. And a separation is a must in order for this to happen. And perhaps that's what we're holding on to. It's like we're holding on. We don't want to separate. But a separation is a must in order for us to be happy or for this happy family to come. For us to, it's like we're in this thing, this King of Swords. We have to be logical. It's almost like cutting our heart off of this and being logical. Because the logic says, F that, M or F-er. And he's really, you know, the King of Swords, he's very... he's not tolerant of somebody's flaw. So this is telling us that their flaw is stopping us from our happiness or something, or the flaws that they have. And it's like, well, they ain't going to change, so we need to cut that off. But we're conquering over this. Oh, is that for you? All right, yeah. The Lovers. There's a choice. We're making choices. Choices that'll bring us in out of the cold. Choices that'll break us free from this codependent relationship. Choices that'll break us free. I can't fucking make this shit up. Choices that'll break us free from this confinement, this cage that we're living in, this jail. You go to jail. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands? 9 of Wands? Maybe this is the 9 of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior. I need to fucking eat, y'all. I can't. I gotta go. Oh, well, the 5 of Pentacles fell down. It's almost as if maybe this is what's going to happen. These pentacles are going to fall in your lap. Ha! Look, somebody's just going to give it to you. Gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it. I love you guys. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Never gonna get it if you act like this. Muna, would you wait? So yeah, step into it. I'm lagging. All right, Joe. Thank you. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I need to smoke and eat. Meditate. Ooh, love y'all. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.